So today, we're going to crack open the official 2026 playbook for building the cities of tomorrow. This is basically the master guide for how you take these massive, sprawling, complex ideas and turn them into real-world infrastructure that actually works. I mean, just try to imagine coordinating a project as gigantic as the Karkaduma TOD hub. It's a huge undertaking, right? If you get it wrong, you don't just get delays, you get total chaos. But if you get it right, you have a blueprint for the future. So what's the secret? How do you avoid that chaos? Let's break it down. All right, here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with the sheer challenge of building these mega projects. Then, we'll walk through the 5-phase life cycle that keeps everything in order. After that, we'll dive into the high-tech toolkit that managers use, the different ways you can structure a team, and we'll wrap up with the Gati Shakti master plan that ties it all together. Look, modern infrastructure projects are just mind-bogglingly complex. You've got literally thousands of moving parts, and if even one of those parts goes wrong, you could be looking at huge delays and massive budget overruns. So a rock-solid plan, it's not just a nice-to-have, it is absolutely non-negotiable. So how in the world do you bring order to all that potential chaos? Well, it all starts with something called the project lifecycle. You can think of this as the master blueprint, the step-by-step game plan that takes a project from a simple idea all the way to a finished reality. Let's walk through these 5 phases together. First up is initiation. This is where we ask the big questions. Can we even do this? Is it feasible? And what's the social impact going to be? Next, we move to planning, using advanced models to map out every detail and spot risks early. Then comes execution, the actual construction, tracked in real time with IoT sensors. And all the while, we have monitoring, keeping a close eye on key performance indicators on a central dashboard. And finally, closure, which involves final structural audits before handing the keys over for long-term predictive maintenance. Now, to manage a cycle like that, you need some seriously powerful tools. And believe me, we are not talking about spreadsheets and emails here. These are sophisticated, high-tech techniques built for jobs where the stakes are incredibly high. First on the list is 5D Building Information Modeling, or BIM for short. This is so much more than just a 3D model. It actually integrates 2 other critical dimensions right into the digital blueprint: time for the project schedule and cost for the budget. I love this way of thinking about it. It's a digital dress rehearsal. Before anyone even breaks ground, engineers can run something called clash detection to find problems. You know, like a sewer pipe that's on a collision course with a metro pillar. Catching that kind of mistake on a computer screen saves millions compared to finding it on site. Okay, next tool, Earned Value Management, or EVM. This answers a really important question. How do you know if a project is truly on track? Well, EVM does it by constantly comparing 3 key numbers: planned value, that's what you plan to spend; actual cost, what you've really spent; and earned value, which is the real value of the work you've actually finished. Think of it as a financial health check for the project, happening in real time. It lets managers see immediately if they're going over budget, that's called cost variance, or if they're falling behind schedule, that's schedule variance. It allows them to make corrections before a small problem becomes a huge one. It's all about being proactive. And finally, we have the critical path method, or CPM. This is a super clever technique that maps out every single task in a project to find the longest sequence of tasks that have to be done in a specific order. That sequence, that's your critical path. Any delay to any task on that path, and the entire project gets delayed. No exceptions. And this is where the theory gets very, very real. For DDA projects, one of the most common bottlenecks, the biggest hurdle on that critical path, is land clearance. I mean, it doesn't matter how quickly you can build if the land itself isn't even ready. That one step can dictate the timeline for the entire project. So, having the right tools is one thing, but it's only half the battle. You can have the best software in the world, but if your team isn't set up for success, it won't matter. And that's where these different implementation models come in. Okay, so there are basically 3 main models to choose from. First, you've got PMC, where you bring in an expert consulting firm just to supervise the project. Then there's EPC, which is more of a turnkey solution. One contractor handles everything from A to Z. And finally, there's HAM, which is often used for huge road projects. That's where the government actually shares the financial risk by paying 40% of the cost up front during construction. All right, so we have the life cycle, we have the tools, we have the team models, but how do you coordinate dozens of these massive projects all happening at the same time across an entire city or even a country? Well, that is the job of the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. This is the ultimate coordination tool. Seriously, the best way to think about Gati Shakti is like Google Maps, but for all national infrastructure. It's a digital system that pulls in over 200 different layers of data from all kinds of departments. Its whole purpose is to create what's called departmental synchronicity, which is a fancy way of saying it stops one department from digging up a brand new road that another department just finished paving. Every pipe, every cable, every road is GIS tagged to create one single unified digital map. All right, let's see if you've been paying attention. Time for a quick pop quiz. First question. Which technique is used to find that longest sequence of tasks that ultimately determines the shortest possible time a project can be completed in? And the answer is B, the critical path method. It's so important because it tells project managers exactly which tasks they need to watch like a hawk to make sure the whole project stays on schedule. Okay, round 2. Under that hybrid annuity model, or HAM, what percentage of the cost does the government pay while the project is actually being built? Yup, the answer here is B, 40%. And that number is key, because by sharing that upfront financial risk, the government makes it possible to build these enormous road projects that might otherwise be too big and too risky for a single contractor to take on alone. So, there you have it. From a 5-phase life cycle all the way up to a citywide digital master plan, that's the modern blueprint for managing these incredible megaprojects. It's a system designed from the ground up to bring order to chaos. Which really just leaves one last question. Now that we have the playbook, what's the next impossible thing we're going to build? Thanks for joining this explainer.